family. I'm gonna wait for y'all to come on in. I'm not sure if it's somebody after me, but I am going to keep this down to 15 minutes. Hey, gang, thanks for joining, honey. Make sure you share it out to all of your followers, please. Hey, Key. Hey, Pamela. Y'all go on ahead and heart up the screen. I am still hustling for hearts for the month of January. Amazing Ace, thank you for inviting your followers. Girl, I was running this morning. You know I usually have my specs on, child. I got my contacts on this morning, so that's the only reason why I can see. And it's rainy out here, so usually my glasses get all fogged up. Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and get started. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dominique DeFazier. I am a blended family coach and mediator. I assist single parents curate a strategy that will allow them to date on purpose, form and maintain healthy parenting partnerships, all while blending their families. So I said that this week was going to be about addressing why you're single as a single parent. But even if you're not a single parent, this week is going to prove very beneficial for you, especially since we are 17 days into 2017 and you are probably trying to get your love life on track right along with your finances, your health, and your business. All right. So, I have a very simple question for you. What is your love language? Okay, a lot of us enter into relationships and then 2 or 3 months down the line you find yourself in conflict because you have absolutely no idea what the hell you're looking for. Like, what do you want? Okay, yesterday I put a post up on Instagram about what do you need. So what you need and what you want are two separate things, and we'll get into that later on in the week. But before you can tell somebody what you want and what you need to first evaluate what your love language is. Okay, and it doesn't have to be one primary language. You could have acts of service as one of your love languages, and then you might need physical touch as another part of your love language. There isn't one primary love language. Hi Abbas, thanks for joining for your love language, but you need to be able to communicate that to whoever you're dating. So like when I first decided to start, I don't know why I keep saying when I decided to start dating, because if it was up to me when I started dating my boyfriend now, I wouldn't have been dating. And the funny thing is that my mother is actually the reason why he and I started dating. We go to the same church. I had fell out of church when I was pregnant because I was ashamed to go back to church. So I had been out of church for like 2 years. I'm just giving y'all this story real quick. So I had fell out of church for like 2 years. I was ashamed to go back to church because I had my baby out of wedlock, right? And my church is a very small and intimate church. My grandmother raised us in that church. So every single body knew me and knew the situation. So I refused to go to church. So my mama come home one day talking about it's this handsome man at church that she want me to meet. Like my mama and his mama going out to lunch together. They conspiring against us to get us together. And I'm like, absolutely not. Anybody that you like, lady, I'm not going to like them. Sorry. Well, 2 years later, mom's was right. All right. But at that time, when he and I started dating, I was not clear on I was not clear on what I wanted because I hadn't really fully did a self audit on the relationship I had with my daughter's father. What I thought I needed and I wanted when I was with my daughter's father, once I came out of that relationship, I no longer needed or wanted those things. So it's very important that you understand, first of all, especially for serial daters. And I told y'all about serial daters when we first started this scope train in the early part of January. Serial daters are people that go from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship, and you never give yourself time to deal with your ex or to deal with who you are now as a result of that relationship. So when I was in a relationship with my daughter's father, I needed him to be around. Like, I needed that companionship. right? Now, not so much. I don't necessarily care to have my boyfriend around all the time. Like, it's cool that we together and we have a really good relationship. He's my best friend, actually. But the things that I require of my boyfriend now, I did not require of my daughter's father back then. So my love language changed. Okay, now I need words of affirmation. You can show me you love me all day long, but for me, I need you to tell me. And some people are the complete opposite. Don't tell me, show me. And that's fine. You are probably more so teetering along the lines of maybe acts of service, right? You need somebody to do something for you. Or maybe you need quality time. Like, I needed quality time with my daughter's father. I don't need all that quality time now because I got shit to do. Like, I got a kid to raise. I got a business to build. I got school to complete. I got folks I'm trying to help. I don't need that much quality time. Like, quality time is cool, but I prefer a gift now. Right? Give me a gift. Go on to Zales or Jared, or like you can go to Garrett's Popcorn. I don't give a damn. Just give me a gift, right? So yes, dating yourself is a very good idea. Okay, I dated myself for 2 years after I had my daughter, or at least I thought I did. Like, me and Scandal, we was in it, right? I had the whole shit lined up. I would go home, I would watch Scandal, I would get my big old glass of wine, I drink my wine, I go to Cooper's Hawk, do the wine tastings by myself, I would go to art galleries by myself, I would go to the movies by myself. Hell, I'm a good date, right? So being able to date yourself does allow you to do a self-audit. You do realize the things that you need versus what you want from your mate, right? And in most relationships, your needs will take precedence over your wants, okay? Because we can want somebody that's 6 feet tall, that's handsome as hell, and like he was super athletic and got a nice body, but we need somebody that's financially stable. Maybe that person that got all your wants don't have what you need. You need finances. You need money. Your bills don't stop coming. So your needs will literally take precedence over your wants. You will sacrifice somebody 6 feet tall for somebody that's 5'8" with a good ass bank account, right? Or you'll sacrifice, exactly. I said that too. She changed her picture. And it's so cute there. So it's very important that you realize what your primary and your secondary love language is before you start telling yourself that you want to start dating. Okay? I'm like you, B. I need words every now and again. I need gifts sometimes. I'm kind of all mixed up in there. Okay, so the other day I bought these pictures to go up on my walls, right? And I usually do things by myself. I'm very independent. That's probably one of my weaknesses. Some people will say that's a strength, but for a woman to be extremely independent to the point where I will tell you I don't need you, and I promise I'll tell you I don't need you, that's not good when you're in a relationship. And like, my man is a manly man. Like, he needs to be needed. He has to be able to do things for me because that makes him feel like a man. It took a lot for me to understand that. So the shit that I could do by myself, I simply let him do it so that we can avoid confrontation down the road. So like, I take my own garbage out because we don't live together. So shit, when you're not here, I take the garbage out. I'm not just finna let the garbage pile up and wait for you to come. And yes, it is, Pam, a huge weakness, especially for me. I'm not gonna wait for the garbage to pile up for you to come and take the garbage out. So I'll take the garbage out, or I'll put the pictures up on the wall, or I'll go and do the grocery shopping and all of that. I do those things. That's how my mother bred me. It doesn't mean it's right, but it allowed me to realize that the way that I was going about my relationships, no wonder why I couldn't keep a fucking man, because I was already a man. I had masculine ass energy, right? A lot of women have masculine energy, but on the flip side of that, a lot of men have feminine ass energy because your mama raised you to be a mama's boy. And that's a totally different scope. I'm not gonna go into that today. So my boyfriend came over, like he went out of his way to come and put the pictures up on my wall. When I tell you he was so happy to put these pictures up on my wall, and I'm just sitting there like, but they just pictures though. Like, he had the drill and everything. I don't even know if he needed a drill for these pictures, but it made him feel like he was like man of the year. And what did I do? I gave him a kiss and told him, baby, thank you. I really appreciate it. But I had intentions on putting them damn things up on the wall my damn self. Y'all don't tell him I said that, okay? So, so I realized that acts of service was, yes, Pamela, exactly. I realized that that was something, because even though he did it, it made me feel good to see him up there on the ladder putting this damn picture up on my wall. I didn't realize how big of a deal that may have been to me. So it's very important that you understand what your love language is. If you don't know what it is, if you have not taken the test, please do so. Gary Chapman, if you go to the 5lovelanguages.com, I believe it is, you can take the free assessment, and you will fall within 5 categories. It'll be words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. All right, so it's important that not only you know what your love language is, but the person you're dating, you need to know what their love language is. Because what I also realized is that sometimes we love people based on our love language. So like a good example is when me and my boyfriend first started dating, I would text him every morning to let him know that I love him, right? I love you, have a good day, that type of shit. That don't do nothing for him like it do for me. Like, you text me, the first text message I see in the morning is I love you, have a good day. My whole fucking day is set. Like, I'm good. I'm coming to work ready, right? My boyfriend isn't like that. Like, he's more of a physical touch. He has to touch me. He got to have his feet on my leg when we go to sleep. That's the only way he can go to bed. He gotta have his back rubbed when he go to sleep, that type of shit. Like, he has to be touched. He gotta hold my hand when we in public. He likes that. All right, so that was his love language, and I had to learn that his love language and my love language are 2 different love languages, and I can't love him the way that I want to be loved. I'm gonna say it one more time for those of y'all that's gonna catch the replay. You cannot love someone the way that you want to love them. You will fail every single time. You need to find out what your partner's love language is. You need to find out what your love language is, and then you need to be able to communicate that, effectively communicate what you need and what you want to your partner. And I'll get into the communication styles tomorrow. That's what tomorrow's scope will be about. How do you communicate? Do you know what your communication style is? Do you understand why when you talking to him, he ain't listening to shit you got to say? Or why when you talk to her, she tune your ass out? How do you communicate? How does your partner communicate? They teach you that in corporate America, actually. State Farm used to have all types of seminars on it when I worked for State Farm. That's all the hell they talked about, was how to communicate with your customer, how to effectively communicate with your customer. Right? So we'll talk about the 4 different communication styles tomorrow. I think I might have ran over a little bit. I'm sorry. But thank you guys for the hearts. I really appreciate it. For those of you who may have enjoyed this scope, make sure that you share it out to your friends and your followers. If you click my little push pins down there and follow me, I'm trying to get my followers up to 100. You're welcome, sweetie. Am I on time? Okay, cool. If you can, go on ahead and share it out to your followers. I'm trying to up my follower game to at least 100 by the end of this week. All right, so that is my goal. I am not on a heart goal right now. Y'all help me reach my heart goal. Now I need my followers up. And also, if you click the link in my bio, I have a free webinar that will pretty much tie into this scope today, and it is about your emotional credit reports or your emotional relationship reports. They are the equivalent to your credit reports. They are very, very, very important when you are trying to start dating or trying to keep your current relationship. You do not want to miss it. It is absolutely free. Go out to my website, click the link in the bio, and register. Okay, it's January 23rd, which is on Monday, next Monday, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. A quick shout out to my absolutely amazing team, Team Scope Money. We are running this train for 31 days, and I mean, we are running this train no matter what. Hell, rain, sleet, or snow, the dinosaurs can come back. It don't matter. We out here scoping. Sick, no glasses, looking like Sealy. Y'all see my plaits, child? Out here, scope or die. All right, so we got like a little gang going on. Key's son think that we in a gang. We ain't gang banging, baby. We just I read that and died laughing. But no, we are out here getting your life, okay? And like Tamar say, get your life, honey. No, we are getting your life, from your emotional wellness to your family, to your dating life, to your finances, to your dreams, to your motivation, starting your business, growing your business, getting your finances together. Whether it's personal or business, we got somebody for every area of your life. You do not want to miss Team Scope Money. We are running a train for 31 days. And we got a special announcement at the end of this month, but I'm not going to tell you. BB going to have to tell you. So until tomorrow, family, I will see y'all then. Bye, y'all.